I'm muting everyone. And it is being recorded. All right, I'm going to give everybody a few minutes to get in here. For all my continuing on Shred Tribe baddies, be prepared for me to call on you. Let me mute everybody again. Y'all are like, damn, I wish I didn't come to the meeting. Just kidding. Just making sure nobody's messaging me. All right, 2 minutes, and then we're going to get started. All my notes ready to go. I have notes in my phone too. Uh-oh. There we go. Hopefully everybody's having a great week so far. Let me just put a quick note in there. But my notes are all over the place because it's stuff that I got questions about and stuff that I thought about since it is the first session. We have another minute. I'm about to sneeze. Okay. For somebody that's so loud, I have a quiet sneeze, right? I should be like, oh. My allergies are so bad today. I feel like I can't stop sneezing. All right, I might sneeze again. Hold on. If you take my Orange Theory classes, you deal with this every day, every morning. All right, so we are getting started. Welcome to Shredded Summer. Hi, everyone. I'm Coach Shannon. For those that don't know, everybody should know because you've been through meetings. This is the first meeting of the session. So week one, I have kind of a surprise for everyone. Because this session is scheduled to end on, and I haven't done this in a while, by the way. It is scheduled to end on September 15th, my sister's birthday. I'm going to be in Europe, which means I won't have time to bring on a new session, which means that you guys are going to get a full 2 weeks additional for free. This session will end actually 3 weeks because I won't be back from Europe until I leave on the 12th and I don't get back till the 29th. So your new session will start on October 2nd. You're welcome. Merry Christmas in July. Early birthday for Shannon. You guys all get it. So that's 3 weeks extra everyone is getting. Now, if you're doing the summer shred, you're a teacher and you started the June 5th session, that won't apply. You'll get those 3 weeks, but I'm prorating, so you'll still get those 3 weeks, but don't think of it as the same as I'm telling everybody else. You're still gonna get those though, if you stay on, if you decide to stay on. Okay, until what day? Someone just said? 10. Hold on. September.
It was me, Jessica.
I can see it. So this session normally would have ended on the 15th. And you guys are going to end on the 29th. So the new session, no, this will end on the 6th. So the new session would start on the 9th.
Oh, okay.
Because I have to have enough time to prepare for the new people coming in. So 15th, try come back on the 29th. That'll give me that whole week to get everybody ready. Because I could still get people onboarded while I'm away in Europe. And then that would leave the week of the 1st to the 6th for me to get them ready. You guys would end on the 6th. And that means the new session would start on the 9th. That's almost 4 weeks. Wow, I'm so nice. Okay. Remember that. I don't do it often, but there are times that things come up. I just don't want to be overwhelmed while I'm away. I want to try to enjoy my trip. So I don't want to onboard anybody new. Okay, so shredded session. You guys now have 11 weeks to go. Woohoo! While I'm away, though, I will let you know we're not going to have a weekly meeting. Those 2 Wednesdays I'm not here. So just be prepared for that. So I'm kind of making it up by giving you the extra weeks, I guess. I'm on vacation. You guys will not be on vacation. Does anybody remember a couple of years ago when I went to the Keys one summer and everybody else decided that they were on vacation too? And I came back and everybody's like, oh, well, we figured you were on vacation. We're on vacation. Does anybody remember that? That was like.
I do. It was great.
Yes. Good. I'm so glad you remember that. That won't happen this time when I'm in Europe.
Sunset Key or something.
What was it?
Sunset Key or Sunrise
Yes.
Key.
Wow. You got a good memory. Yes.
Yeah.
We went to Sunset Key. That's good memory. Okay. That was a really good memory, Joe. All right. So this is our first meeting. So I like to just do an overview. I like to have a couple of people that have already been in the program say their name, say where they're from, how much weight they've lost. It doesn't matter how long you've been in the program. Actually, don't say how long you've been in the program. Actually, you can say how long you've been in the program. And how much weight you've lost and 1 tip. Okay. Raise your hand who wants to go first. My poor sister. Okay, Stacy, you're up first. Cheryl, you're up next. Mary, you're up after her.
That invisible hand of mine.
Yes.
So I'm Shannon's sister. I am from Rochester, New York. My name's Stacy. I have lost about 85 pounds. I've been in almost 2 years. I love it. The biggest thing that does best for me is if I meal plan ahead. That's my biggest issue. I need to meal plan.
So then you're prepared and you know what you're eating. You don't stress about it and it's done.
Yeah, it's very hard to do that when you're out of town.
Yes, it is. It is. All right. Thank you, Stacy. Cheryl, you're up.
Hi, my name is Cheryl. I've been in the tribe, I think a little over 2 years also. I had lost some weight before I got into the shred tribe, but then I was totally stuck at a standstill. So I lost about 15 pounds before I joined the shred tribe. And then I lost about 20 pounds since I've been in the shred tribe.
And maintaining.
And for me, there's 2 tips. First of all, I'm very simple with my food. I keep it very, very simple. I basically more or less eat the same thing every day, except if I like go out for dinner or have like a special occasion. But when I'm home and not doing anything, I sort of just keep it simple. I don't do too much stretching. And the other part of it is I really believe in physical exercise. And that really, sort of sets my day and sets my intention and keeps me on track.
Love that. Yes, exactly. I'm going to talk about that too today. So I'm glad you brought up the exercise and the food. Thank you, Cheryl.
You're
Mary,
welcome.
you're up. And then I'm gonna move on.
Hi, I'm Mary. I'm from West Palm Beach. I've been with Shred Tribe for a year and a half now, I think. I've lost about 67 pounds. And I think probably my one tip, I would say, like Stacy said, I've got to plan ahead. If I don't plan ahead and I don't count my macros beforehand, I'm going to blow it during the day. So I try not to do that by planning my meals out and tracking my macros before the day even gets started. So that way I can keep on track.
I love that. Thank you so much. And I lied. I want to call on one more person and Lisa's going to kill me. But Lisa, will you talk? Because you haven't been in the Shred Tribe as long as everybody else. So I wanted to put you in the mix. Do you mind? You're muted. I'll ask you to unmute. Hold on. Okay, I just asked you to unmute.
Okay, I'm just trying to.
You're good.
Okay, am I unmuted?
No, you're on. We can hear you.
Oh, okay. I've been in the tribe since October, and I've lost about 17 pounds. My main thing too is I have to track and plan ahead, because if I don't, I think, oh, okay, well, today I'll be all right. I could do this or that, but it doesn't work for me. I have to plan ahead. That's very important.
I love that. And I love that you guys all have the same kind of theme. Like everybody has to plan ahead. Like that's the number one thing. If you don't plan ahead, you're going to fail. There's a quote, failure to prepare, you're preparing for planning to fail, or something like that. That applies 100% with macros. Thank you, Lisa. I know you totally didn't expect to be called on. Not that anybody else did, except my sister probably. So I appreciate it very much. Okay, so welcome everyone. I'm just going to meet you all again. So with macros, it is all about long-term success. You've heard 4 people that have been with the program a long time. They've maintained, they've lost. I would say they're all very consistent. They've all taken vacations. They've all enjoyed their vacations. They've all been surprised that they didn't gain weight on their vacation because they were more mindful about what they were doing, about getting in their steps while they're on vacation and drinking their water while they're away. So this macros is not a diet. And the first thing I want to talk about is I'm going to put my phone, is getting out of that diet mentality. You are not on a diet. And even people that are in the Shred Tribe, I feel like sometimes we revert back to that. You know, you don't mean to, it's not intentional, but I had somebody that's been in the Shred Tribe for 3 years message me the other day and she's like, oh, I don't know what I'm going to eat. I have to go to a wedding in 2 weeks. And I was like, what do you mean you don't know what you have to eat? Didn't you mark it on the card? Like what you wanted to eat? And she's like, yeah, but now I feel guilty that oh, Joe, I should have called on you. I'm going to call on you when I'm done talking. I said, yeah, but now I feel guilty because I'm going to have potatoes. And I'm like, what do you mean? You've been doing this for 3 years. You've lost 69 pounds. You've kept it off. You know what to do. Eat what you want, but plan for it. And she's like, you know what? I keep forgetting. I slip back into that diet mentality. This is not a start, stop program. This is not a start, stop anything. This is your new life. This is your new lifestyle. This is your new habits that you are creating that you're going to take with you everywhere, to the wedding, to a bar mitzvah, to bringing your kids up to college, to going on vacation, to whatever it is you're doing, you're going to take this with you and it's going to stay with you forever. I started this, I'm going to be 50 in August, and I started this when I was 37, 38, 35, something like that. I've never stopped. I do it every day of my life. So remember that you're not on a diet. This is not a stop and start. You don't have to stay with me forever, although you've heard people that will, because of the meetings, because of the app, it helps you stay accountable. I get messages every day from people that have gone on maintenance, left the app. I just got one when our meeting started. I swear to you, I will show you the timestamp. Today, 7:24, you guys see it, right? Hey, Shannon, this is Jane. I'm a previous Shred Tribe member. I was wondering and interested if I can get back in there, if there's any room. I really need the accountability, your motivation, and your personality. Can I get back in? Swear to you, you just saw the timestamp. I don't lie. So you could stay in forever, you don't have to stay in forever. You can come back anytime you want to have that pick me up, right? Joe just came back. Joe, now that you've commented in that group, do you want to talk really quick? Do you mind?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Hey. Yeah, I live in Palm Beach Gardens and joined the Shred Tribe a couple of years ago, I think 3 years ago. I'm actually on a run while I'm listening, so
Love that.
that's a pro tip. Yeah, I lost about 30 pounds after plateauing, after joining the tribe, got down to a personal goal of mine. I had never been under 200 pounds since I was about 12. And I got down to 189, and that was like really cool for me. And then switched to more weightlifting and then just noticed the scale starting to go back up. So I wanted to get back on here and get my routine re-solidified because I know it works. It worked really well for me. And I've been tracking macros ever since I started in the Shred Tribe to this day.
That's awesome. And what's your tip? I see it, but you can say it.
Oh yeah. If you record what you're going to eat for dinner and what you're going to have after dinner, if you're one of those people, the rest of your day goes so much easier. It's easy to figure out with your remaining macros, what to have for breakfast, what to have for lunch, and then you've already got the evening figured out.
Yeah,
The best,
I love
the
that.
best move.
I love that tip. Mike must be coming home. I love that tip because it's your budget. So you budgeted what's most important to you, and then you worked backwards. Right? I do that all the time. I mean, that's how I live my life. I know if there's something I know I'm having, I just work around that for the rest of the day. And you could always make changes. That's the best part about it. You know, you're not married to the apple that you put in for lunch. And
No,
that's
it's just a place marker.
yeah, exactly. You can leave it as a place marker. And that being said, I don't care where you log your food as far as breakfast, lunch, dinner, meal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can put it all in under breakfast if that's easier for you. I don't look to see what you're eating per meal. I look to see the food you're eating and if you're hitting your numbers in the day. So don't get caught up on, oh, I put this in the wrong spot, unless you are that person. I'm not looking at that. I look at all your food logs and I look to see what you're eating. And I look to make sure that you guys are not eating a lot of processed foods. And I look to make sure that you guys are eating a lot of satiating foods, especially when people tell me that they're hungry. I also look to make sure that you guys are eating holistically, that you're not, you're always getting the proteins, your carbs, your fats. So that's super, super important. And yes, I do look at your food logs pretty much every day. I have I don't have to go in the app and look. I have a API form that I paid for our website company to put together that it lists everybody's foods for me in a Google sheet, and I could see your name and everything you're eating in one glance, which is amazing. By the way, I could see that all with your weigh in, so I know who does not weigh in. That's why you get notifications, and I could see who took photos. So we're going to talk about that too. Okay, so now let's talk about, we talked about how to be mentally prepared for your day, right? And not to be in a diet. Let's talk about activity. Let's talk about exercise. Exercise, functional fitness, exercise, getting your steps in. Those are all different categories. So exercise is not getting your steps in. I just want to clarify. So people are like, oh, I rode my bike for 10 miles. That calculates to this many steps. Can I log that? No, your 10 miles on the bike is your exercise. Steps is something daily you should do regardless. So if you feel like you can't get in the 10,000 steps, I'm fine with that. Just let me know and I'll lower your steps and we'll work towards it. But it does not count as your exercise. Now, that being said, if you are a runner and you're doing your exercise and you run, yes, it counts as your steps. You're just lucky you get to do double duty. I used to try to do that. Now I have plantar fasciitis, so I can't get to do that anymore. But you know, I still get on the bike. I still do my elliptical. It doesn't count as my steps. My elliptical does. My bike doesn't count as my steps. Okay. When you are best ways, I'm sorry, I wanted to talk about best practice to get your steps in also, besides going for walks. Walk your dog. Take the stairs. Stop getting in the elevator. I don't understand why elevators are so busy still. I don't understand when you're at a hotel or on a cruise, you wait an hour sometimes for an elevator. Why? You're eating the most fattening freaking food you could possibly be eating. Take the damn stairs. Think about all the stairs that you could be taking when you're on a cruise, right? Especially if you're in like a bottom room or a top room, there's a lot of stairs. I will leave Mike and say, okay, if you're gonna take the elevator, take the elevator. I'll see you in a few minutes. And I always take the stairs. He always takes the elevator. We never go to the same spot together, ever on a cruise. Unless I'm wearing really high heels, can't lie. Then I'm definitely taking the elevator, not the stairs. Okay. Go to your mailbox. Do not send your spouse or your children to get the mail. Joe, go get the mail. Did you check the mail today? Go get it yourself. And the tip I have is don't get the mail when you pull in your driveway. Go in the house and then go back out and get your mail from the mailbox. I've seen people pull up in their car to their mailbox, get their mail out and make a left turn into their driveway and get out. What? Is it a drive-through mailbox? That blows my mind. Stop doing that. Next thing that blows my mind is people that circle parking lots. Unless it is torrential rain, hail, or snow, which we do not have in the state of Florida, but people like my sister have it in their states and everybody else that are not in Florida. I get it. Stop circling the parking spot that's the closest. You're not a shark. Park far and get your steps in. That is another thing that drives Mike insane. He hates when I drive because I will find the furthest parking spot you could possibly find. He's the one that drives around and around, or valets. I don't like to valet. I park to get my steps in. That's why I always wear my Apple Watch. If we go out to a nice restaurant, I have a pretty band so I can look at my steps. I will never put on my good watches because I like to see my steps. There's so many ways. Take trips up and down your stairs. Don't start piling stuff by your stairs to stack it all together to walk upstairs at one time. And then you drop the socks, you got to pick them up. Put it down, walk up the stairs, put upstairs. Put it down, walk up the stairs. Those are extra steps, right? If you're watching TV and you want a drink, do not ask somebody to get a drink for you. Get it yourself. Do not ask your child to grab the remote for you. Get it yourself. These are all things that we don't realize we do that would help you get your steps in, right? Anyway, I talked about the parking, talked about the stairs. At your office, get up and walk a circle around your desk every 30 minutes, twice. You'll get your steps in. It will happen. If there's a will, there's a way. Okay, activity guidelines by the health department. At least 150 minutes, that's not a lot, 150 minutes of moderate intensity a week, or 75 minutes of vigorous intensity per week. So moderate, and I talk about zones. I like to talk about zones. Like gray zone is you're doing nothing. Blue zone, you're starting to get your heart rate up. Green zone, you're burning fat. Orange zone, you're getting your heart rate up. It's like that vigorous activity is that orange zone. And red zone, you don't want to be in that red zone too long. That's when you start burning muscle. So your heart rate monitors will also tell you different levels that you're in. To figure out what your maximum heart rate is, you're going to take 221 if you're a female and take away your age. That is your maximum heart rate. You want to stay around 84 to 90% of your maximum heart rate when you're working out. If you're a male, it's 212 minus your age, and then multiply it by anywhere between 84 and 90%, and that'll give you your fat burning zone. That's where you guys want to stay. That's like that moderate / vigorous, because I hit that 90%. So if it's 150, let's say, you want to be between 145 and 160, just so you have an idea. You don't have to be on the mark. That's aerobic. Plus, you have to do strength training. And the health department says 60 to 130 minutes a week of strength training. So that could be 2 days of 30 minutes. That could be one day of an hour. It could be 45 minutes, 45 minutes. You could break it up anything you want. You could do 10 minutes every day. Strength training is strength training. And that includes resistance bands. It could be a body weight HIIT class, but you're using your body as resistance. And that will also get your heart rate up. It could be a boot camp. Okay, so we talked about ways to get your food in, how to remember it's not a diet. We talked about how to get your steps in. We're talking about your fitness. I want to talk about two rules, the 80-20 rule or the 70-30 rule. They're both good rules to go by. The higher number is your nutrition. So 70 to 80% of changing your body, a body transformation, is your food. 20 to 30% is exercise. You can live in the gym all day long and not change your diet, and your body will not change. You can be in the gym 30 minutes a day, changing your diet, and your body will change like that. So people are like, but I exercise and I don't understand it. And I live in the gym and I do Orange Theory and I go to Pure Barre and I run and I walk and nothing's happening. I'm like, well, do you know what you're eating? You're spinning your wheels. First of all, you're wasting way too much time working out. There's a whole new world out there. Stop working out so much. I see people, because I work in a gym, I train clients and stuff in a gym and I teach classes. And I just pointed this out to my last client tonight. So I had 5 clients tonight and it started at 2:30 in the afternoon and I was there until 6 p.m. And the same person, now mind you, 5 different people I trained that got a kick-ass workout. That same person that was there when the first client I trained was still working out when I left. He wasn't talking on his phone. He wasn't texting. He was literally working out the entire time. I'm like, dude, are you going through a breakup? Did something happen at work today? Like, why are you here 4 hours? Totally unnecessary and not healthy. So get in, get out, get your workout done, and that's all you need to do. Okay, let me look at my notes, make sure I'm not missing anything because I have a lot to talk about. This meeting goes so fast. Okay, so I want to talk about shout outs in the app real quick. Remember, I told you I'm gonna be all over the place. Shout outs in the app are automatic. You can't message me and ask me why you didn't get a shout out that you want me to add it on there. I can add on a shout out, but the reason why you didn't get it is because you didn't hit the numbers. It's an automatic. If you hit 20%, it's even giving you more than I'm giving you. I'm only giving you 10 grams over under, right? It's giving you 20%. If you hit your numbers by 20% and you see that on your chart, on your dash, you're going to get a shout out. It's automatic. The fitness shout outs, you actually have to either manually log your workout or have it connected to your Apple Watch. And I posted screenshots of my Apple Watch and how freaking cool it is that you can do everything from your Apple Watch. I love it. Love it. And believe me, not believe me, but oddly, I have not connected my Apple Watch the whole time I've owned this app. I've asked everybody else questions. Does it do this? Does it do that? Finally, I'm like, why am I not connecting my Apple Watch? And I'm like obsessed with it now. I love that you can see the steps. Hold on. I don't know if we can do this with my hand backwards, but I love on the top corner, that blue shoe. Can you guys see that? There's a blue shoe. It tells you your steps. And if you click on the blue shoe, it'll automatically update to hit your Apple Watch. It'll sync right there. You don't have to do anything special. It'll tell you, like right now, it tells me my calorie burn is 2,940 calories for the day. It'll tell you your calorie intake. It'll tell you your active calories and your resting calories that you've burned. All on your watch, all from the front of your watch. You don't even have to go into your watch. You just click on my little icon and it'll show you. That little shoe, it'll show you everything. It's crazy. I can't believe this is all new to me. I'm obsessed with it. Okay. If you have me assign you a workout that I've given you guys in the kettlebell, you can just start it on the watch too. and it'll automatically record it, which is very cool too. Okay. Shout outs, fitness, habits. Habits are important. If you want a first new habit, another habit, please let me know. If you put it in the spreadsheet, I'm putting those in if you ask me for a new habit or to take one out. I'm gonna do that the probably tomorrow, Friday or Saturday. Talked about diet mentality. Okay, so a bunch of people are saying how they're trying to stay away from dairy. And I want to just put this in the meeting real quick. I have no problem with you not having dairy. I will never tell you to eat anything, and I will never tell you not to eat something. I just want to go over really quick some non-dairy proteins really fast for you guys. So, because sometimes we don't read papers, right? And I tell you guys, look at cheat sheets. So non-dairy, beans and chia seeds, and any animal protein sources, edamame. They also have dairy-free yogurt, cottage cheese, etc. Regular cheese, they have dairy-free, nuts and nut butter. If you're going to use any of those, please watch the fat and carb intake. They have plant-based protein powders. I don't use them, but they have them. I'm pretty sure Cheryl uses one. She uses a pea or something, right? So if you want, I can ask Cheryl to. Cheryl, would you just put that in the Amazing Foods group?
Yeah,
picture?
it's called Truvani, but I'll put it in.
Please, I appreciate that. I know you've done it before, but new people, it falls under the, threads and stuff. Okay. Hold on, I have a picture of something that I need to pull up. This is on a cheat sheet, but I just want to go over the meat proteins. Deli meat, 4 slices, depending on how thick you cook them or how thick you ask for them. 1 slice is usually, it all depends, but you can get in 4 slices about 20 grams of protein if you ask for deli, thick sliced. Beef jerky, shrimp, 100 grams of shrimp has 24 grams. Chicken breast, 4 ounces has 26 grams, and we're eating 6 to 8. You can bang it out. Ground turkey, 4 ounces has 22 grams. Ground beef has 22 grams. Egg whites, a half a cup of egg whites have 13 grams. The Oiko 000 Greek yogurt, 1 cup has 15 grams. Any protein shake is going to have between 20 and 35. When I do my protein shake, I try to put 2 scoops in with a scoop of collagen powder. That's 60 grams of protein. Banged out right there. Protein bars depends on how many grams your protein bar says. In a cottage cheese, you can get 12 grams. I already talked about the collagen. You can usually get 20 grams in 2 scoops, especially Vital Collagen. I know that for sure. Salmon, about 4 ounces, going to give you about 24 to 26 grams of protein. And tuna, 4 ounces is 26 grams. I'm going to put this list in the group under protein so you guys have it. And then really quick, I want to just talk about the highest protein rich foods: steak, then chicken, then ground beef, then ground chicken, tuna, and under tuna is cod, salmon, shrimp, and then you have your yogurts, your egg whites, and your cottage cheese. So those animal-based, unfortunately, are the highest ones you're going to hit those proteins. And I'm going to make a chart of that and put that in the group as well for you guys, so you all have it. We hit a lot of topics today. I did so much. I'm so proud. Okay. Of myself. All right. Next thing I want to talk about. Where did I put it in my notes? Starting August 6th, if you live locally in the West Palm Beach area, I am partnering up with Focus Fitness or 1018 Fitness. It's Vista Parkway. I'm going to be doing a boot camp every Sunday morning at 8 a.m. with Dwight. He's a coach there. He's the owner, actually. He's amazing. He is badass. I've actually been learning a lot from him. He's been a strength conditioning coach for football teams, and he's awesome. And I'm also going to be personal training there. So if anybody's looking for any personal training sessions, I was doing them on Zoom, but now that I'm so out and doing more training with people out of the house, I'm not doing any more Zoom trainings. It's just I can't get home to do them anymore. So I'm offering that as well. And of course, I try people always get a discount on any kind of fitness stuff I offer. And then on Saturday, August 13th, oh, sorry, just kidding. Saturday, August 12th, from 7 to 10 p.m., Orange Theory Fitness is having a 50th birthday celebration for me. Everybody is welcome to come. It's open to the public. The actual workout is full. People are gonna follow, you're in, Stacy, don't worry. People are already, I'm already pulling people off the wait list. People are like, no, I just want to work. I don't want to work out. I just want to party. So you can come, you can work out. If you want to work out, let me know. I know that like Lisa's just coming for the party, and there's people that just are coming for the workout, and there's people that are just making donations. So here's the deal. It's my 50th birthday celebration that Tate offered to have for me. And I said, well, I want to make it a fundraiser for breast cancer awareness. So don't bring me gifts, please. It's a donation to breast cancer awareness. It's a minimum of $25. If you just want to make a donation, that would be amazing. If you want to come to the party, it's 7 to 10 that night. We have a live DJ, a real professional DJ, not me or one of the other coaches. We have a member donated a professional photographer, which is amazing. We're going to have selfie wall. Anthony's next door to us is offering, is giving us pizza and hero subs and salad. And then we are going to have Prosecco at the end of the night. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be a glow party. We're blacking out all the windows. And it's just gonna be super, super fun. I would love for you guys to come. You're more than welcome to anybody. Everybody's welcome. You can bring anybody you want with you. And it'll just be a blast. Okay, so I think I covered everything I wanted to talk about. Well, let me just make sure I go through all my notes. I did. I'm glad I made notes. Okay. Does anybody have anything they would like to add? Not ask a question, but anything they want to add? We have 1 minute, 60 seconds before I get cut off. No? All right. If you ordered any of the tank tops or you ordered the resistance bands, my printer was broken, so I didn't send them out because that's what I do on my shipping from my house. So those will go out. I got a new printer delivered today. It's downstairs in the box. Got to get it out of there. And every time I look at Joe, it's a picture of him. I don't know if you guys can see that. And I think he's smiling at me. And then I realize it's his picture. I keep getting attracted to the picture because his teeth, and I think he's smiling at me, but he's not. He's running. And Joe said that 16 ounces of New York strip has about 100 grams of protein. Ugh. I don't eat meat, so that just does not sound good to me. All right, so I'm going to let you guys all go. I'm super pumped for this session. I would say 8 weeks, but it's 11. Yay! I feel like Oprah. Woo woo. So you guys are lucky because not everybody gets that. So now you can tell your friends that said, no, I'll wait till the next session. They lost out on 3 weeks. Wah, wah. All right. Have an amazing Wednesday night. I hope to see you guys all at some point. Otherwise, I'll see you next week. And remember, always be badass and have a great night. Bye, everyone.